devil, he gets into me, lock me up and hide the key. Cause when the devil comes to town, everything gets run aground. The devil, he gets into me, suddenly I can drink double my capacity. Let's put another down. And the devil, he wants me around, cause I keep my feet on the ground, and I don't ever lose my head. The devil, he's a personal friend, and we're going out tonight. We're gonna have the time of our life, and the devil, he knows what to do, and suddenly I do too. The devil, he's a charmer too, and when he gets inside of you, the places, oh, he'll take your love, as below, so above. And the devil, he wants you around, cause you keep your feet on the ground, and you don't ever lose your head. The devil, he's a personal friend, and we're going out tonight. We're gonna have the time of our life, and the devil, he knows what to do, and suddenly we do too. And the thrumming of our hearts, and the fires that we start, and the wounds we give, and the wounds we take away, and the heaving of our hearts as we tear it all apart, and the way we kiss, there's nothing left to say. The devil is inside of me, he's never gonna let me be. I don't really want him to, oh, the things he'll do to you. The devil is inside of me, look into my eyes, you'll see. The devil will be staring back, and then you will understand that the devil, he wants me around, cause I keep my feet on the ground, and I don't ever lose my head. The devil, he's a personal friend, and we're going out tonight. We're gonna have the time of our life, and the devil, he knows what to do, and suddenly I do too. And the thrumming of our hearts, and the fires that we start, and the wounds we give, and the wounds we take away, and the heaving of our hearts as we tear it all apart, and the way we kiss, there's nothing left to say. We're gonna fuck shit up, we're gonna tear it down, we're gonna tear it up, we're gonna blow it out, we're gonna blow it up, we're gonna knock it down, we're gonna knock it in, we're gonna knock it out, we're gonna take it on, we're gonna take it down, we're gonna smash it up, we're gonna crash it down, we're gonna drive it fast, we're gonna play it loud, we're gonna fuck it up, we're gonna do it now, we're gonna push it back, then we'll push it out, we're gonna turn it on, we're gonna turn it out. We're gonna light it up and set the world on fire, and everybody's gonna be a light. We're gonna light it up and set the world on fire, but everybody's gonna be alright. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. It's gonna be alright. Let's watch a fucker burn. 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 Riot hard, we're gonna riot long. We're gonna get into, we're gonna play our songs. We're gonna thrash around, we're gonna trash it all. We're gonna throw it down, we're gonna power on. We're gonna soldier through, we're gonna throw it off. We're gonna burn it up, we're gonna burn it down. We're gonna get outside, we're gonna get around. We're gonna build it up, then we'll break it down. We're gonna shatter glass, we're gonna shatter sound. We're gonna rage and rage, we're gonna scream and shout. We're gonna light it up and set the world on fire. And everybody's gonna be alive. We're gonna light it up, set the world on fire. But everybody's gonna be alright. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. Come on, come on, come on, throw a little dynamite. It's gonna be alright. Let's watch a fucker burn.
Hey, sorry, I just turned that off accidentally. Yeah, good to see everybody. I've been in sort of a weird space lately, but so I haven't played the guitar much. Yeah, so I'm just gonna kind of just play it. Like if you got any requests, feel free. Let me turn on the request bot. Feel free to throw them in. Let me turn on the soundboard. Hey, 9 and 12. How you doing? Good to see everybody. Good to see you, Zach. Good to see you. Good to see you, Zach. Good to see you, Blue. We are constantly being threatened with snow. We've been threatened with snow pretty much nonstop for the past few days, but no snow has arrived. So that's interesting. All right, let's so. Gonna dig myself a little deeper than before. I'm digging deeper than I've ever been. So much deeper, I am sure I'm going down. I'm digging down. I'm going down. Down past all the skeletons that once had things to say. I'm going deeper than the deepest bones. I'm digging past their graves. I'm going down. I'm digging down. I'm digging down. Hey, winter. How do you pronounce your handle? I'm so deep, no one can follow me. Other side, I'd see if only I could see. There I go, into the deep. There I go, into the deep. There I go, there I go. Down a dig even deeper still, I don't know where I am. I'm digging deeper than I've ever been, as deep as any man has ever gone. I must stay strong. I'm going down. I'm so deep, no one can follow me. Oh, the sights I'd see if only I could see. There I go, into the deep. There I go, into the deep. There I go, there I go. There will be such a celebration if I make it home alive. But home, well, home is where the heart is, and my heart has surely died. Oh, it has died. Yeah, it is dead. Hey, bud. Down to dig myself a little deeper I must go. I am digging now because digging is the only thing I know. I'm going down. I'm digging down. I'm going down. I'm digging down. I'm going down. I'm digging down into the deep. Give me 1 second. Let me sort out what's going on with my sound setup. Yeah, there we go. That's a little bit better. Hey, Lenina, how are you? So yeah, man. So I've been in a really kind of a funk lately. You know, like in this month on January 11th, I was like, okay, I'm not fucking pulling in enough money, and I set up a donation goal, and I tried, you know, like, and I launched a new Kickstarter, and I just did everything in my power, all of the things I normally do to generate revenue. I did, you know, and I made about $300 since January 11th. And so now I'm done. So like, yeah, so now I'm gonna very quickly kind of have to shutter all of the things that I do, to kind of regroup and figure out exactly how the fuck I survive, you know, like making me, you know, and this is not an untypical thing. Like, of course I've been a professional musician now for about 20 years. And every now and again, I just have to reconsider how I generate revenue and how I survive, you know? And so, this kind of it was sort of unexpected because I figured that the podcast would be a conversation changer that would allow me to like I just figured it would excite people and get people like talking about my music and talking about what I do, and, you know, but it didn't, and that's okay. You know, I'm going to still do it. I think it'll be a great epitaph. It'll be a great, you know, it'll be a great indication of like, this is what I've done, and this is who I am, and this is why I do what I do, and this is why I've kept on keeping on. But yeah, so I don't know if I'm going to be doing Twitch much more from here. Like, I don't really know. I'm not gonna. I'm at a point now where I'm sort of like everything is damaged, and so I just kind of have to do what I do to take care of myself, you know. And then once I kind of figure that out, then I'll let you know. And I do think that the Mike TV Live Discord server is going to go away, and I think I'm going to create a new one. I'm going to create a new one with a much smaller group of people, and then I'm going to be a little bit more aggressive about policing it, just to make sure I want either people actively involved in what I do or not at all. You know, like the thing is because it's hard for me to be adjacent to hundreds of people that purport to dig what I do and then don't show up. You know, so all of it like I'm just, you know, like it's just. It's just, yeah, it's like there's a whole confluence of all sorts of stuff that's been happening that just reiterates for me that I need to take care of the way I operate, you know, and the way I do things, and the way, like, I have to find a place where I'm in a good space to do what I do, you know. So, but the good thing is like the podcast will keep happening. I just think that we'll see. I don't know. We'll see. But anyway, but I just wanted to let you know, because that's been the current thinking the past handful of days as I've been really dealing with this dealing with like the all of the nightmare that's been happening. I feel you. My projects aren't going very well lately. Winter sucks. Yeah, I mean, certainly the shitty weather does not help. But yeah, you know, I mean, I get, you know, like this has happens. Oh shit. This happens, you know, it just happens every 3 or 4 years, and I have to tack. I mean, the last big tack I did was in 2015 when I started streaming on Twitch, and then I had another big tack when I went from streaming on Twitch a couple days a week to streaming, you know, many days a week. To 5 days a week, you know, and then, so yeah, and it's fine. It is what it is. But I don't want anybody to like be caught surprised, you know. Like the thing is I want everybody to understand like this is what I'm doing, you know, and the music output like still there will still be singles. There'll still be the new podcast. There'll still be releases. I'm still going to put out 3 new records in 2023. I just think I'm going to severely dial back the live stuff, you know. Okay, let's do this. There you go. Yeah, this is a song called Barfly. Let me just bring up the lyrics. Okay. You know, and I do want to say like the thing is like there are a lot of you this past month. Well, there's $300 of you this past month that did kick in and pitch, you know, like and that's awesome. And I can't even begin to tell you, like, you know, I mean, I know this is something you get for free, right? Like there's no obligation to ever pony up money for anything I do. Like Spotify gives everything available for free. Apple Music gives all my stuff available for free. Everything's for free. You know, like I see a tiny fraction of a cent for every play. And, you know, and then Twitch, it's all for free. So those of you that decide, you know, like out of the kindness of your heart, you're going to support me. That's fucking awesome. You know, and that's been awesome. And it's been awesome for a long time. And now things are going to change. Assholes could fly, this place would be an airport. I don't know why I haven't made my way out yet, but I think that I'll have one more drink and ponder my situation. So bartender, please, another drink for me. Won't you get out of my way, you fucking asshole? Get the fuck out of my way, you fucking asshole. Oh, I'm the asshole. See me fly. Pushing my way to the men's room, where all the dicks like to hang. There's some prick in the bathroom stall, keep bumping cocaine. I think that I'll have one more drink to combat the consternation. So bartender, please, another drink for me. Won't you get out of my way, you fucking asshole? Get the fuck out of my way, you fucking asshole. Oh, I'm the asshole. See me fly. Apparently the shit, I can't find my phone. Has anybody seen it? Fuck, there it goes, another phone gone to shit. I think that I'll have one more drink out of furious frustration. So bartender, please, another drink for me. Won't you get out of my way, you fucking asshole? Get the fuck out of my way, you fucking asshole. Oh, I'm the asshole. See me fly. Apparently this night is done. This shithole is now closing. I can't find my wallet, I can't find my keys, I can't call for a taxi. I think that I'll have one more drink as my evening's consolation. So bartenders, please, another drink, drink for me, sheesh. Get the fuck out of my way, you fucking asshole. Get the fuck out of my way, you fucking asshole. Oh, I'm the asshole. See me fly. So I was not intending to stream today, and but I've got a brand new Kickstarter out, and it's got like and we're about maybe about 8 or 9 people. We're about 8 or 9 people away from actually funding, but we've also been frozen at one spot forever, since day 2. We're at like day 16 right now. And thank you, Lenina. And the thing is that like, and if you've been, and now I know a lot of people don't pay attention to kind of all the cool shit that I've got going on, but the thing is that like, but Lil Mutt, who is Isabella, who is the love of my life, and she lives with me here. She is a fucking phenomenal artist, and the stuff that she's been doing, the stuff that she's been putting out, is just keeps getting better and better and better. I'm chilling with my mate Danny right now. He's telling me how Winter. So and is Danny? Wait, no, is that Danny Lane? Is that Danny Lane Winter? And thank you, brother. Thank you. That's very kind of you, man. And if it is Danny Lane, hey, dude, it's great. It's great to see you, man. I'm happy you're here. Yeah, and thank you, man. Thank you, Winter. Thank you for the tip. That's awesome. That's spectacular, man. But so it is Danny Lane. Hey, awesome. Hey, dude, good to see you, brother. Good to see you, man. Awesome, man. But here, let me just finish what I was saying real quick, and then we'll talk. We'll talk about Danny, and we'll talk. And I'll play your dad's song for you if you want, man. So Isabella, like the art that she's been doing is fucking phenomenal. Like it's just like just go check the Discord, look at the art, like look at the stuff that she's been like look at my emojis, so she's gonna be putting together rock posters. I'm gonna be sort of laying them out like this is what I want to see on each rock poster, but she's gonna handle the design, and they're ultra limited run. I'm only printing up as many as people order them. I'm gonna print up 2 extra. So if 30 people order them, then 30 of each set of rock posters are going to be printed up, and that's going to be it. So it's going to be in order. They'll be signed and numbered 1 to 30. But I'm gonna order some for myself, and I'm gonna order some for Isabella. I'm gonna get the proofs. So that will be the 0, and then Isabella's gonna get 1, number 1, because she's the one that designed them, and that'll be it, and then they're potentially like, they're gonna be fucking gorgeous. They're gonna be like I don't know if you can you can't see them. Okay, but anyway, so a buddy of mine's gonna a buddy of mine who's a printer that does like all sorts of like high end kind of commercial printing, but also he's been doing rock posters since he was a tiny child. He's gonna walk me through how to, like, I want them to look like classic. Like, I don't know if you lived in a major city in the 80s, but there was a point in time when people would literally like post, like they were these really cool, the posters had this like, they just had texture to them. I don't know how to explain it, but there were these amazing textures. Hey, Daddy, good to see you, brother. It's fucking great to see you, man. That's awesome. And they would make these, it would be like a band I loved, and someone would just go up and on a cork board, they would just put up like 15 of them, right? And so at some point in time, kids were like, I'm going to take these, and so that's exactly what happened. So people just started taking all these ads, and they ended up, and they ended up becoming like very expensive now, wall art. And so I want to do something in the same vein. but we're gonna do them just directly from me to you. And so if you're into art, if you're into wall art, and if you're into Get Set Go, I highly recommend picking them up because they're going to be ultra limited run, and I will never print them again. They'll never be like that's the way I like to do things. I just like to mark time by being like, yep, this existed, and then it did, and then it no longer did. And so you either capture that moment in time or you don't, and that's fine. And if of course there's so much shit that happens in our lives that we don't capture, we go, oh shit, maybe it's so sad. In fact, that's the entirety of Mr. T's. If I had my druthers, I would literally just hire a photographer to just take photos at every single fucking show. And I didn't think of that. I never once did it cross my mind until the 8 years of me actively promoting were completely gone and time had completely passed by. But all right, let me keep playing. But anyway, So Winter, thank you, man. Thank you. All right, so let's keep making it here. So I'll play. This is a song I wrote for Danny's dad. So Danny 247 CAFC there. He is his dad was a regular in the stream and just a fucking sweetheart. He was known as Shregniff. Thank you, Winter. That's it annoyed me the percentage. Yeah. Yes. Oh, yes. That's one. Yeah. But thank you. That's very kind. That's very funny. That's actually so Danny's dad used to do that. Danny's dad used to do that every single time. Like he would just make donations that had weird random number, like cents, so that people with any sort of OCD would be like, oh fuck, I have to change that. And so they'd correct it, and then he'd just tip like another $1.36, and they'd lose their minds, And so it was great. It was just awesome. Like he was what a great guy. So this song. So Danny's dad was a guy by the name of Brett Lane. And Brett was a regular in the stream and was just a fucking real sweetheart. And we hung out with him. He was probably a regular in the stream for maybe about a full year before he showed up one day. And he's like, hey guys, I'm going into the doctor's office tomorrow, and I want you to all to keep your fingers crossed because I think I might have a brain tumor. And we were like, oh fuck. Shit, man, why? And he's like, well, I've been having some speech issues and I don't really know what's going on. And so we're going to go to the doctor and we're going to do like an MRI or CT scan or something. So we're going to do something that like allowed him to map the brain. And so I think it was an MRI, and so we're like, fuck, man. All right, please let us know. And then we didn't hear from him for like a couple weeks. And then he showed up like a couple weeks later, and he's like, so I went to the doctor. I'm like, oh yeah, how what happened? Do you have a brain tumor? And he's like, no, I don't have a brain tumor. We're like, yay, that's great. And he's like, no, it's worse. And we're like, what is worse than a brain tumor? How can there be worse than a brain tumor? And he's like, I have what we call in the UK motor neuron disease, but I think you guys in the US call it ALS, which is Lou Gehrig's disease. It's basically what happens is your brain starts to disconnect from your body, right? Your brain just starts to the actual there's a wrapping on our nerves, right? There's a wrapping on our nerves, and the nerves start to that wrapping starts to decay. And so what happens is your brain, because your brain is constantly in contact with your body. Well, your body starts misinterpreting the messaging that's coming from the brain, and so you do the jerking. I know that we've all seen people like this, but it's these, and it's this thing. And so what happens is, if your body is doing this all day long, you just lose a ton of weight, right? Because you're just working out from the moment you get up to the moment you go to bed at night, you're working out, And so anyway, so Brett was fucking such a fucking sweetheart. Like he just kind of gave us a day-to-day blow-by-blow play of what was happening with him, So at some point in time, so he would check in, and every single time he popped by, we're like, hey man, how you doing? What's been going on? How you feeling? The myelin, yeah, that's exactly right. The myelin is the coating on the nerve. It's like the wrapping. It's like the rubber wrapping on a nerve. If you consider like a nerve like a cable, it's the rubber. And so the myelin, yeah, the myelin decays, and that creates all sorts of creates all sorts of signal confusion, and your body receiving that signal confusion interprets it in very weird ways. And the thing is that it's something that Stephen Hawking, if you guys know Stephen Hawking, he was confined to a wheelchair for 30, 40 years. But he was a real outlier. Most people that are diagnosed diagnosed with ALS or motor neuron disease, they die within the first, between like the first 4 and 5 years. And so, of course, we're told all this, and we're like, fuck, man, really? So at some point in time, as he's kind of explaining, and he's just very frank about the fact he's like, yeah, I can no longer open pickle jars, shit, can't do that anymore, and it was nice, it was great. I actually got a chance. I toured the U.S. and Europe in 2018, and so I spent some time in Cambridge, where he's from. So I hung out with him, and I hung out with his son Danny. Danny was there, and it was awesome. We had a great time, but even so, like, it was it was just fucking heartbreaking. I saw photos of him, as a healthy, hale, normal human being, and then but by the time I encountered him, like, he was skin and bones, But he was still hilarious, and he was still fun, and he was still silly, and he still had all his wit. And so at some point in time, I asked him, I'm like, hey, can I write a song about your experience? Would you mind? Would that be too terrible? And so he's like, no, I'd love that. So this is that song. It's called This Awful Thing, and it goes. Was the longest way that Mr. Lane had ever sat through, waiting there on the doctor's word. What could he do? Something was wrong inside of his head, something quite bad he knew. It was the longest way that he had waded through. There's nothing that we can do, the doctor explained. There's no malignant growth, there's no cancer there, your neural pathway's afraid. The wires that connect your head to your body, well, they're gonna decay. You're gonna die soon, I'm sorry, Mr. Lane. Are you kidding me? How could this even be? I've got so much life in me. You say I'm gonna die, but how could that be right? I know I'm filled with life, so much life in me. How could this awful thing, or how could it possibly be? Ooh, ooh. So Mr. Lane climbed in his car and started to drive. He wandered to and fro, he never slowed as he was putting on miles. Hour to hour he drove around in a fog of his own disquiet. Here he was on the open road, alive. Are you kidding me? How could this even be? I've got so much life in me. You say I'm gonna die, but how could that be right? I know I'm filled with life, so much life in me. How could this awful thing, how could it possibly be? So let's fast forward so many weeks, and he is struggling to simply speak, and his muscles twitch quite constantly, which is exhausting. He's so damn tired, and every week there's some new thing. There's some new thing that he just can't do, and every week there's some new insult, some little loss, some price yet not paid, some unthought cost. Are you kidding me? How could this even be? I've got so much life in me. You say I'm gonna die, but how could that be right? I know I'm filled with life, so much life in me. How could this awful thing, how could it possibly be? Yeah, you know, I do know, Amanita. I know that they're making progress. Like I know that they're like, you know, the great thing is that now it's not just each individual country working on things, and now it's not just an individual, you know, like a small group or a small lab. Like now there's so much brain power being thrown at cancer and ALS and motor neuron disease and all the other things that have vexed and plagued humanity for so long. But even so, the thing is that like if they come up with a cure, you know, 6 months from now, doesn't help Brett. You know, if they come up with a cure for cancer, 3 months from now for cancer, you know, it's not going to help my granddad. You know, and so it kills me. It just kills me that you know, whatever, you know, it just hurts, you know, it's sad, you know, but it was great. It was fun. It was really awesome. It was great to be able to spend some time with them and to be able to spend a lot of time with them online and then to actually spend a little time with them in person, you know. And so, but anyway, Danny, good to see you, brother. Thank you. And it's awesome. I'm sorry. I know that's probably not your favorite thing, but thank you, dude. And, I don't know how often you and Danny chat, but he really does seem to respect you if you have recently chat. Yeah, no, thank you, Winter, and that's very kind, man. And I do, yes, and I do. I mean, I of course I love Danny. In fact, Danny and I for a little while we were playing World of Warcraft together, but we eventually fell off that wagon. But yeah, man, I'm obviously a huge fan of the Lane family, and Danny in particular is a close friend, and Danny's grandmother's Brett's mother is also a friend, and she shows up in the stream every now and again. But and thank you, Lenina. Yeah, and thank you. Yeah, you know, so I am. I am, so, you know, man, this has been, this January has been the roughest month for me financially in a long time. And the reason why is because usually I can kind of control my spending. Cause like, you know, like, so I can look at the money I've got coming in and I can kind of control my spending, but I've got 4 mouths to feed, you know, and so no matter how, and I can't ask them all to live like I do, where I eat I can have a thing of top ramen one time a day, and then that's fine. I just drink water and I have a thing of top ramen and I'm fine, you know, like, and so it's been a fucking, but again, I prefer, which is why I'm leaving Twitch. I prefer to avoid the tipping model, and I want to just move to a transactional model where I give you things of value, and you, not necessarily you, but like, and somebody that is interested in paying for those things of value go, oh, I want that. And they go, oh, this is great. I got something of value. Now, my hope is that the things I give them of value actually grow in value over time, because the thing is that Gets It Go is and I am an unstoppable musician. I make fucking music nonstop. Full tilt. I've got a podcast. I put out 50 songs a year on the podcast. I've put out 45 song albums. I've put out I've got hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of songs that are out right now. I've written thousands of songs. I've got hundreds of songs that are available to the world. You know, like, so at some point in time, you know, I believe probably when I'm dead, but even so, like, the thing is, I don't think maybe I won't, maybe I'll be here, you know, but I don't, I know. In fact, I don't sleep, which is frustrating. I don't sleep anymore because my family doesn't let me sleep. The Moppet wakes me up at 7:30. Isabella usually wakes me up a few times. Hey, Retro Rocho, a few times in the middle of the night. So I don't sleep anymore, but it's okay. That's okay. Apparently I'm now of an age where sleep is not as critical as it used to be. And that's good. You know, if I was in my 20s, I would probably shot myself. Yeah. Sleep is for humans. You're totally right. Okay, so let's But Danny, reach out, man. Reach out. We should definitely do a catching up because it's been fucking it's been way too long. Okay, so let's see. What are we gonna what do you want to do? Let's do some more music. Let's do this song. Where? Right now? An online scavenger hunt? Or like, yeah. Oh, the Reaper, she's coming for me. Yes, the Reaper, she's coming for me. She's clad in black and white, and there's nothing in her eyes, nothing at all. But the tax man got there before her. Yeah, the tax man got there before her. He took most everything except this song I sing, he took it all. Oh, my dealer, I'm waiting on her. Yes, my dealer, I'm waiting on her. She's got something for me, something that I need, she's got it all. Oh, my preacher, he's praying for me. Yes, my preacher, he's praying for me. The choir, oh, they sing, but there's just no saving me, no way at all. 'Cause the devil, he walks beside me. Yes, my devil, he walks beside me. Jesus loves me more, but the devil got there before, of that I'm sure. Oh, the Reaper, I'm waiting for. I'll talk about that in just a second. 9:12. Yes, the Reaper, she's coming for me. She's clad in black and white, and there's nothing in her eyes, nothing at all. So yeah, I'm sorry. I don't want to suggest that okay, of course, doing what I do and the way I do it, of course, I've dealt with suicidal ideation for the past 30 years of my life, but never once will I ever take it seriously. Never once will I ever that is giving up. Like that's like the thing is that like I am too principled. Like my intention. One of my best friends had a severe heart attack this weekend at 52, and my friend's baby daddy died last night. Oh no, yes, no, of course, and you know, and it's funny. The thing is like that's. I mean, I still here watch. I will show you here. I will give you. This is how seriously I take me being in this world. But at the same time, and I will here. So I will. So this is my month. This is my month right now in terms of the steps I've taken. 728,097. So I you know like I am hyper physically active because my uncle died at my age. My uncle died. If I go about another 6 months, that will be right around the time that my uncle died at my age. You know, he and I led very similar lives. He abused cocaine as a kid. I abused cocaine as a kid. You know, he continued to drink and smoke well past his 30s. I continued to drink and smoke well past my 30s. You know, I no longer smoke, but I was even smoking, off and on in my 40s. You know. So I know that there is a part of my genetics that is predisposed to like just crap out early, you know. But I also know I have some other the other side of my genetics that live until they're in their 90s and hundreds, you know. So there are multiple centenarians in my family. So in order to stack the deck in favor of me surviving for a very long time, because I don't ever want to die. I fucking think dying is a fucking like, but the thing is, okay. So I love in my day to day, I love making music, man. I've been working on episode 1, which I just finished today. I've been working on episode 1 of season 2 of my new podcast. And in the process of working on that, you know, what happens is I start with like, fuck, do I really want to like sit down and record the acoustic guitars? All right. Like I lay down the acoustic guitars and I get them all down. And because I play these songs 1,000 times. It's just frustrating for me to like just do something I've done 1,000 times. I'm like, okay. But then I sit down and I go, all right, well, let me figure out a drum beat. Let me just figure out some drums for this song. You know, and then I'll find an interesting, and I'll come with an interesting drum perspective, and I'm like, oh yeah, this is cool. Well, then obviously I need to add some bass, so I'll add some bass, and I'll be like, oh, you know what, I'm hearing a piano. Oh no, I'm hearing a whistling thing right here, and so I'll add some whistling, you know, and then I'll be like, oh shit, and I should add I should do like, and I will just, and eventually. Me working on the songs becomes a fucking obsession, you know, and it's like all I want to do, and it's wonderful. And for that 100 hours while I'm working on these 5 songs, my life is magic. It's wonderful and it's awesome. Like that is why I lean into making music so much as I do, is because like it's the only time where I get to feel just at peace, you know. I don't have to worry. There's nothing to worry about. It's just what is the next part I'm going to write? What's the next song I'm going to sing? What's the next harmony? How am I going to take this song that everybody knows and come up with some new inventive way to make it sound magical and unexpected, you know? So, you know, and so I do feel for you 9 to 12, and I do, and of course, and you know, and I'm sorry, I don't want to, but the thing is, but at the same time, like I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to walk away from doing what I do. And that means that I feel like I am playing chicken with the universe. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm buckling down and I'm fucking putting it into 5th gear and I'm putting on the gas as I'm racing towards a fucking wall, you know? And, 'cause I'm not making money, you know, I'm not making money, and I've got a family now, and I don't want them to fucking starve, and I don't want us to have to fucking move, and I don't want our lives to change dramatically. And I talk to people. I say, hey guys, I'm in fucking serious financial distress and I don't know what to do. And I'm working my ass off and I don't know what else to do. I don't have any options right now because I've got all this shit in play that needs my attention, and it's important things. They're important to me. And so, you know, and so anyway, so it's just been hard. It'll be fine. Of course it'll be fine. And the thing is, and all of my hard work always pays off. It always ends up paying out in ways that are unexpected, you know? So I know I don't need to worry, but it's just like, but when I am facing like, you know, I don't know exactly if I'm gonna be able to pay my rent this month. Now, of course, I know my landlords. I can tell them, hey, I have to pay in a couple months or a couple weeks, not a couple months, a couple weeks, and I will. And then hopefully I get a BMI payment this month. That's great. If my Kickstarter funds, that's great. You know, and then that should reset my finances for the most, not substantially, but it'll at least give us some wiggle room. And then Juggernaut comes out in March. You know, so and I've got a bunch of other things already in play. You know, so. So it's not like I haven't considered this. I just, you know, like, anyway, it's just weird, man. You know, like it's doing, you know, the podcast is as much fun as it was and it needed to happen. I need to have a conversation changer for my music, because me putting out album number 23 is not going to do it by itself. Me putting out a 23rd record, no matter how good it is, it could literally be the Lost Beatles album. And just because it could literally be like I could go to an alternate universe. I could take the music from the Beatles. I could come here. I could put it out, and it wouldn't change anything, because it doesn't have the John Lennon's name attached to it and Paul McCartney's name attached to it, and doesn't have that, like, it's just it'd just be the music, and people don't give a fuck about music. They don't listen with their ears anymore. They listen with their brains, and they listen through their friends' eyeballs, and so. Well, the Kickstarter's a little closer. Oh yeah. And you don't want the posters. Why not? And thank you 912. But like, you don't have posters. You don't like posters. Actually, I should have polled everybody at some point in time. But well, I mean, okay, yeah. I mean, if you got them, you got them though, and and you will send them to you, and they're going to be amazing. They're going to be fucking amazing. Like, like the thing is, like, there's nothing I do that isn't fucking amazing. Like the thing is like there's so much time and attention and effort and work put into it, and so much artistry, and I bring in great people, and they bring their all, and then I find the best place to, like, if it's a physical product, I find that. Oh yeah, okay. Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, okay. Well, all right. Okay. Well, thank you, 912. That's awesome. Well, that's very kind. And maybe yeah. Well, we'll have to figure out things I can do for folks that do that. But thank you very much. That's awesome. All right. Well, let's keep making music. Anyway, yeah. I'm sorry for being a little bit of a downer, but yeah, it's just been hard. But should I find my house all up in flames, I would simply light a cigarette and watch it burn away. And should I find that all my money's gone, I would empty out my pockets and give it to someone. Ain't nothing gonna get me down, 'cause I'm in love. How I lived before her, I don't know. Oh, I must have been so miserable, I wonder if it showed. But now she's here and I feel like a god. I can smite the evil doers and make right of every wrong. Ain't nothing gonna get me down, 'cause I'm in love. Oh, joyous day, don't you ever end, don't take yourself away. Just give me a little bit more time, oh, let us stay together under any sort of weather. Let me love her like I love her, like she loves me, like we love one another. Oh, I'm hoping for a real long night. Should I learn that no one likes my songs, I would sing for no one other than the lover I'm writing for. And should I find myself attacked by bears? Well, if I'm attacked by bears, of course I'm gonna run, because bears are scary and they eat faces, but I would run much faster, because I know what I am after. Ain't nothing gonna get me down, because I'm in love. But, jeez. Oh, joyous day, don't you ever end, don't take yourself away. Just give me a little bit more time, oh, let us stay together under any sort of weather. Let me love her like I love her, like she loves me, like we love one another. Oh, I'm hoping for a real long night. Oh, joyous day, don't you ever end, don't take yourself away. Just give me a little bit more time, oh, let us stay together under any sort of weather. Let me love her like I love her, like she loves me, like we love one another. Oh, I'm hoping for a real long night. Yeah, so that's a song. So that's a song called "Attacked by Bears." All right, let me see. So, I'm just gonna play some. So if you guys have any songs that you want to request, you feel free to do them. But thank you, Lenina. This man, when I was working on the podcast today, I realized I've been letting, like, I speak so fast sometimes that I will just mash up like multiple syllables into one, like, so yeah, anyway, it's just very bizarre. I'm like, why am I? I'll be right, I don't want to break down. I don't want to be right, I don't want to break down. Here, let me pull up the lyrics. I don't want to freak out. That's the wrong lyrics. This is called Fuck It, whatever. Okay, hold on. Sorry, yeah, this is a song that I should have. I should have memorized. I'll be right, I don't want to break down. I'll be right, I don't want to break down. I don't want to freak out. I don't want to. I'll be right, I just need a moment. I'll be right, just give me a moment. I just need a moment. Just give me one. I always knew there would be days like this when it all falls apart and it all goes to shit. I always knew there would be days like this. Fucking whatever, okay. There's nothing to be done, it's just gonna suck, bud. There's nothing we can do, we just gotta suck it up. We just gotta suck it up. We just gotta. I always knew there would be days like this when it all falls apart and it all goes to shit. I always knew there would be days like this. Fuck it, whatever, okay. Ooh, we'll just get through it. Ooh, we'll just push on through it. We'll just struggle through it. I think we can do it. I think we can. I always knew there would be days like this when it all falls apart and it all goes to shit. I always knew there would be days like this. Fucking whatever, okay. That's wow. That's an old that's squashing your face. That's an old Kids in the Hall thing, man. That's crazy. That's like a 90s thing. I'm crushing you. I'm crushing you. I'm crushing your face. Yeah. Wow, that's crazy. Here, let me sort out my. I don't know what's going on with my camera, but I can sort it out. All right, let's see. So what am I looking? No, silly goose. All right, let's see. So let's do My Bones Will Sing. Never won. So that's a pretty that last song I played was a pretty high one with capo on capo 7, but this is capo 9, so this is even more absurd. Oh yeah, that. I never wanted nothing, that's exactly what I got. The bills are all unpaid and the groceries ain't been bought. But I don't mind, cause I survive on pretty melodies. Songs that are my sustenance, so I don't need to eat. Oh, I will sing my way out of here. Oh, I will sing my way out of here. And when they come to look for me, my bones will still be singing. Sheesh. My hair is growing brittle and my teeth are getting loose. My lungs are filled with fluid and my eyes are just no use. I don't remember hunger, oh it seems so long ago that I tasted something other than all the songs I know. Oh, I will sing my way out of here. Oh, I will sing my way out of here. And when they come to look for me, my bones they'll still be singing. Oh, it's not so long ago that I was just like you, living as you do. And oh, if you live to sing, you gotta eat your dreams. You gotta eat your dreams to survive. Bam 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 ba dum bam ba doo ba 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 doo ba doo ba ba loop ba 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 da ba doo ba ding ba shim bam ba dum boom ba dum skip it ba ba da loop ba 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 da doom ba ding bum bam ba doo ba 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 loop ba 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 da ba doo ba da ba ba loom bam ba do ba ba doo bum look at the bum ba da loom ba 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 da doom ba doom bum. The end is getting nearer, oh my song will soon be through. But there will be another who will sing a song for you. And don't you ever worry that she's choking on her dreams, cause you really gotta eat them. You gotta learn to eat them if you really wanna sing. Oh, I will sing my way out of here. Oh, I will sing my way out of here. And when they come to look for me, my bones they'll still be singing. Oh yeah, I can do it. I can do another one that has a fun little scat. I've got a handful of songs that have cool scat sections, but that's a song called My Bones Will Sing. I'll do this is a song called FML or Fuck My Life. And this one's got a cool little. And I've been playing this one. I didn't play this one for a long time, and then I started breaking it out again. I was like, I like this one. So. I know that you're gonna be the girl that ruins my life, but frankly I don't give a damn, so come on, ruin my life. You can fuck me up, oh I just don't care. You can fuck me over, oh I ain't that scared. You can fuck me up, I'm happy to share. I just want you, I just want you. I know that you're gonna be the girl that destroys my heart, but lover, I don't really care. You can tear me apart. You can fuck my life, I don't give a damn. You can fuck it all up, yes you certainly can. You can fuck up my life, I'm telling you man. I just want you, I just want you. Lover, let me tell you, there's never gonna be another pair in the universe as fucked up and as perfect and as passionate and as crazy in love as you and me. I know that you're gonna be the girl that brings me down. But sweetheart, I don't give a shit. I just want you around. You can fuck me up, I've been fucked up before. You can fuck me up, I ain't keeping score. You can fuck me up, I only want more. I just want you. I just want you. Lover, let me tell you, there's never gonna be another pair in the universe as fucked up and as perfect and as passionate and as crazy in love as you and me. I know that you're gonna be the girl that ruins my life. But frankly, I don't understand. Frankly, I don't give a damn. So come on, ruin my life. God damn it. I am. So it is so cold. So yeah, and Lenina was saying, no, of course we're not. It's our place is not. Us here in Texas. It is not nearly as cold as it is in Minneapolis, where Retro Roadshow is at. Right, like the thing is like obviously. You know, like that's fucking tons of snow and that chaos. But the thing is like people that live in that environment where it snows and it just snows perpetually, like they have the option when it's not that fucking snowy to get the fuck out. Like the thing is, so when they are enduring that, I'm like, well, yeah, you chose that. Like the thing is, I didn't choose this. I think we are right now. We are either at freezing or just below freezing or just barely above freezing. So we're right around the freeze. Like, so it's colder than my freezer. You know, like, and or it's as cold as my freezer. And I have every now and again, you know, when it's in the hot summer months, I'll open up the freezer and I'll put my face in and I'm like, oh, this feels good, you know. But when that's all you get going outside, it's fucking miserable. You're 25. Yeah, you're at 20. Yeah, see, yeah. So that, yeah. So yeah, you're 7 degrees below freezing. That's bullshit. That should never be experienced by any right thinking human being. Every right thinking human being should be like, oh yeah, no, this is way too cold. I'm gonna move. You know, and yeah, and that's yeah, and so yeah, that's the thing is like that's the crazy thing about here in Austin. We don't get snow. We just get fucking ice. And so I climb out to my car and it is literally just a fucking block of ice. And I have to get the Yeti cup and fill it with hot water and I go drizzle it on the ice and I do it everywhere else. And then I try scraping some of it off and then slowly but surely, about maybe 45 minutes or an hour later, then my car is ready to drive. Like it's fucking horseshit. I'm like, what the fuck, man? 55 in North Carolina, which sounds great, except it rains every. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's been raining here. It hasn't been terrible rain, but it's really bizarre rain. Like it kind of comes in at all sides. So you can walk out with an umbrella and everything except for your head gets just completely covered in water. Like so I'm totally fucking soaked all the way through. And I'm like, I've got an umbrella. What is going on? Where's the water coming from? It's like the water it falls to like about body height and then just stays. And we're like, yeah, we're done falling. It's like fucking slacker water. It's the days where the wind can actually freeze your eyeballs. And yeah, that's I'm out in the woods. Roads are FD. No work for me. Well, yeah. That's great. I mean, yeah. For me. Yeah. Like the thing is like I just want to get back to the point in time in my life where I can take a couple days off and just play a game. You know. I don't know. And I don't know why I don't, because it doesn't. My revenue doesn't seem to change whether I put in a ton of work or whether I don't put in any work. You know, like it just seems to be the same amount of revenue no matter what I do. You know, it's like just as long as I kind of keep things happening. You know, like I've got a new Kickstarter, I've got a new something or other. You know, summer's absolute heaven though. Shame they only last 4 months. Yeah, that's but again, but even so, yeah, the summers here in Austin are fucking can be brutal. But then that's why you got air conditioning, right, Sue? Okay. Let me see. All right, so I'm only going to be playing for another 50 minutes, 50 minutes. I don't want to step on my buddies that do the show Great Night. I don't want to step on their toes. So I was just going to do a short little stream just to remind people that we've got the Kickstarter. Because if I don't do that, then yeah, it's like everything is just nudging. You know, it gets. Yeah, I mean, yeah, sure. No, so coming full circle, the reason why what I wanted to say early on is I'm wearing thermal underwear. This is a thermal, and I've got thermal underpants on, and I'm up here in the studio, which is the fucking known as the mouth. It's like, so we have our heater on, and all of the heat that's in the house is just collecting right around my body. And so I was like, oh yeah, this is nice and comfy as I was working on the podcast. So I finished episode 1 of season 2, and it's not my best episode. It's a not dark episode, but it's a kind of dark episode. It's a very real episode, as I talk about kind of like, well, I don't want to spoil it. So, have a great day game. What is it? Okay. All right. So let me just keep playing. Let's do a song for Blue and Lenina. Let's do their song. Nuclear Family. Nuclear Family. Okay. Mom and Dad, Olin, Michael, and Gareth. We're a nuclear family. Nuclear family. There we go. And some might see that things can be quite explosive. But hey, do you think you can live every moment chaos free? And some teachers just don't understand. You gotta treat the boys with an even hand, or you're gonna find yourself with a handful of kaboom. And some folks just don't realize that special needs can mean amazing times. You just gotta give yourself a little bit more room. And Daddy's gotta work again. His working never seems to end. His mom's just walking through the door. And Olin Michael's in a rage, and Gareth's acting pretty strange. And this is just like the night before. Oh, we're a nuclear family. Oh, we're a nuclear family. Here we are playing Mario Kart, just the 4 of us. It doesn't take too much to get us laughing all around. Mom and Dad are watching Twitch, the boys argue. Mom and Dad are watching Twitch, the boys argue. 'Cause that's just what boys do. And tonight's like every night. And sure, there's passion, yes, there's fire, but they're such good boys, and Lord knows they try. And sometimes that's all that you can ask. There you go. 'Cause living's tough no matter who you are. We all got issues, we all bear scars, but at least we got each other, and that's enough. And Mom, she's on a business trip. The boys' dad's left to deal with them. And everybody's flying off the walls. And Nolan Michael's cracking jokes, and Garrett's singing songs he knows, and it's just another day at the Luttrell's. Oh, we're a nuclear, we're a nuclear, we're a nuclear family. Oh, we're a nuclear, we're a nuclear, we're a nuclear family. But every breakdown in the supermarket means that we must leave. There's not much more volatile than a child with special needs, and this is true. Oh, it is true. This is true. It is true. Oh, it's true. And yes, this can be quite a lot. Oh, yes, yes, this can be quite a lot. Oh, yes, yes, this can be quite a lot. Oh, yes, we understand, 'cause we are family. There we go. We are family. We are family. Oh, we're a nuclear. We're a nuclear. We're a nuclear family. Goddamn it. Oh, we're a nuclear. We're a nuclear. We're a nuclear family. Yeah, all right, here, give me 1 second. I'm just gonna run downstairs and lose one full layer of clothing, because otherwise I'm gonna die of heat stroke. So give me just 1 second. Which is okay here. Back. Un momento here. I'm gonna get rid of this too. Thank you, Lenina. I'm so sorry for messing that one up. I just need to play that one with more frequency. But 1 second here. Okay. Mop it. You're a good girl. Yes, you are. I love you, baby.
Right. How would you like to buy an old, round and neat, a nearly perfect circle, tidy and complete?
All right. Okay. 1 second. So, there you go. Oh, that's okay. It's okay. There you go, baby. Lay down. Lay down. All right. There's a 99% chance that I'll never see those people again in my life. Fuck them. They can deal with my PJs. Yeah. Yeah, the Moppet's here. So I'm going to go to a place that no one has no signs. No shirt, and I deliberately take my shoes off. Yes, that is. You are fucking the soul of chaotic evil. Yeah, I'm trying to, Isabella, but how many previous messages? Preposterous, like you really invite the raccoon out and you wear. Oh my god. Yeah, no. See, that's the thing. Yeah, Isabella doesn't like. I don't distinguish. I just don't give a fuck. You know the thing is like I'm too tired. I don't care. I don't. If I want to be presentable, like if I'm like, oh, I'm going to go to a place where I want to present a particular sense of me, awesome. But and then I dress up. Otherwise, fuck it. I give no fucks about anybody, and I just don't care, you know. And so, I mean, of course, I do care about Isabella, and but you know, but the thing is that, but she gets up at like 4 in the afternoon, you know. She gets up at 4 in the afternoon. She hangs out for like 30 minutes, and then she goes to bed. And so, you know, so like it's for that half an hour, do I have to get up and dressed in a tuxedo? Like, you know, do I have to get up dressed in a tuxedo so you and I could, so we can go out and do something? No, yeah, no, see, no, there's no, yeah, it's never a date. If it's a date, of course I dress up. I never stink. I never stink. You know, like it was not a date. What was it? No. You mean going to Malibu Pokey was a date? Really? Our lunch thing? That was no. I mean, so the very first Malibu Pokey that we went to was a date because no. The very first one we went to was a date. The second one was not. The third one was not. It was just us going out to, we went to Malibu Pokey because we had a gift card and it was right near Trader Joe's and we wanted to pick up some stuff for the Moppet. We wanted to pick up some treats for the Moppet. No, well, I mean, but the thing is that, but we didn't treat it like the first one we treated like a date. The first one we talked about it like a date, you know? And so therefore it's a date. Like if you don't, you know, if we're going to go. Yeah, that's exactly right. I don't have standards maintained. I give no fucks about standards. What, like, who? I sign no contract. I sign no deal for maintaining any sort of standard. You know, the standards I maintain are the principles by which I live. Are the principles of great music. I try to make great music. I try to make sure that the songs I put out, the recordings I put out, the music I play, the songs I write, all that's great music. That's because they care about food and fashion because they don't have anything else to do. You know, like the thing is that no one reads Italian. These people will write these fucking amazing novels and they're like, oh, no one read it. Fuck, you know, and so then, you know. So they'll I mean, of course they do have a good handle on opera, but yeah. But okay, let's go back to like you needed to outsource your main gaming thing, Isabella. Like you know, Mario and Luigi were Japanese in origin. You know, yeah, they're Italian, but they were Japanese. Yeah. So, yeah. All right, let's see. Okay, so what do we want to play? What do you want to play, Moppet? What do you want to play? I'm I'm going places no one else has ever been to. There's no end to the trouble I get into when I'm with you. I'm 3 steps ahead of all my sorrow, but I promise by tomorrow I'll repay you all the things that I've borrowed. I'm speeding past sunrise, racing through midnight. I try to slow it down, I'll come around. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, the pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. Brace for an impact that I know someday must come. I've been on the run, moving faster than a freight train. No one can catch me and they daren't even try, 'cause there's just no faster guy. I'm alone on the highway, speeding past sunrise, racing through midnight. I try to slow it down, I'll come around. Never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as he makes a getaway. Never gonna lose, he's a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as he makes a getaway. Speeding getaway, speeding getaway, speeding getaway, speeding getaway. Someday I promise to surrender. Someplace, somewhere out there is better. Speeding getaway, speeding getaway, speeding getaway, speeding getaway. Someday I promise to surrender. Someplace, somewhere out there is better. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. I'm never gonna lose, I'm a race car driver, the sole survivor, pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. The pedals to the metal as I make my getaway. So yes, you do have standards. It's insofar as fashion and food come, and that's okay, and that's fine, because I as an American don't have to subscribe to those Italian standards. And again, sweetheart, like when we actually go out on a date, like of course I get dressed up. Of course I put on nice shoes and black socks and black belt and sometimes put on a tie. I mean, I could, as Retro Roadshow had suggested, I've got a full devil outfit, right? So I've got 2 full devil outfits with I've got like these little spiky horns, and they're like these ornate coats that with and so yes, it's not cosplay. It's not cosplay if I just wear it all the time. It's not cosplay. It's just me. And so I think from here on out I will just go out. You're in America, you go out. Yeah. That's exactly right. I would have to a Wario hat if you'd like. no, thank you. Thank you, 912. But yeah, that is awesome. But yeah, that's a Wario hat would be great. That way Isabella would be like, oh yeah, it's of my people. I think Mike needs one of those. Yes. No. In fact, I actually Justin, hey Bill, how you doing, man? Justin and Ashley have two blow up T-Rex suits, so they do have them, and I do think that's great. I was invited to a party and I didn't go because I didn't have enough time to prepare. Yeah, that is true. She did because I didn't let her know 3 days before. I was like, oh yeah, there's a party tonight. I totally forgot. We should totally go to it. And she's like, oh, but I need to soak for 24 hours, and then I need to sacrifice 3 small lambs on the altar to Nyarlathotep, and then I need to, self-embalming, yes, yeah. And she was. That's exactly right, because it wasn't a party. It was just a hanging out, friends hanging out. It was just hey, let's all hang out over on this, All right, let me keep while we're having this obviously thrilling conversation. No, it's fun. Um, and I was like, "There's no way." Yeah, but you could have, sweetheart. You could have. That's what I'm saying. All right, what do we want to do? Let's see what are some fun songs. Oh, here, I haven't done this one in a while, and I want to keep this one practiced up. I'm literally European. Well, Paper Cat. I remember when we were hanging out with Paper Cat, and he was just in jeans and a shirt and sneakers, and that was it. Like, we were hanging out. In fact, I was hanging out with a bunch of people from the Netherlands and some Germans. And a fellow from Spain and a lady from Iceland, two people from Iceland. Like, I was hanging out with so many people of different nationalities, and we were all like, yeah, whatever, it's totally fine, And that was just one big long permanent date. Let me see, what was I gonna play? The Holy Truth here. I'm gonna probably fuck this one up. If I do, fuck it. I hold a gun to my head almost every single day. I hold a gun to my head, it's the only way. What else can I do? Well, inside you, the what inside? The devil inside you. The devil inside me will never let us be. So what else can I do? Yes, I know it's holy truth. I got the devil in me. I drink the water from the well that poisons me. I drink the poison from the well that makes me bleed. The poison makes me ill. Oh, this poison, it will kill. The poison that I drink, it fucks me up the way I think. And the songs that I sing are the only ones I sing. I got the devil in me. 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 I kiss the lips of the angel that sets me free. I kiss the lips of the angel, she sets me free. She wants to help me sleep my troubled soul to keep. The angel comforts me. Her touch is, oh, what else can I do? Oh, yes, I know it's coming true. I got the devil in me. 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 Yeah, that's actually I actually, it's really funny. I really do. I love Isabella's fashion sense, and I do love it when she gets a little bit dressed up for. I mean, I always look the same. I always do jeans and t-shirts. I used to always wear Converse All-Stars for my entire adult life. When I was out socially, I would wear Converse All-Stars. I've been wearing Clark's Desert Boots since just because the Converse All-Stars are getting a little bit too I still have very, very high arches, and so when I wear Converse All-Stars, like when I'm walking now long distances, and when I walk, I'm putting a lot of pressure on just small spots of my feet. And so, I'm walking like 20 to 25,000 steps a day, which is between 8 and 10 miles. And I blister up if I'm wearing Converse All-Stars. So I don't wear Converse All-Stars anymore. I wear grandpa boots. Yes. The Larry David vibe. That's exactly right. Yeah, no, but they don't, Paper Cat, I don't blister in Clarks the way that I do. I don't care about discomfort. Of course, I've grown up wearing Converse All-Stars my whole life. Like, I like the look. I prefer the look of her, but I don't, but I'm very comfortable walking on flat, which is what Clarks and All-Stars both do. You just walk on flat, they don't sculpt your feet at all. But, yeah, and alas, that's they're no longer American made 9 to 12, which is frustrating. But whatever. I mean, the thing is it was bound to happen. It was bound to happen. Okay, let's. I was thinking there was another song I wanted to play, and now I don't. Catastrophes, multiple catastrophes wait for me. Yeah, I actually do have I do have a pair of Adidas running shoes that weigh nothing, and they're awesome, except for the fact that that if I wear them for over 10 miles, which so I walk between, sometimes I will walk 12 miles in a day. Sometimes I'll walk 13 miles in a day. And if I get to about 10 miles or beyond, then I develop a fuck ton of blisters. They're Adidas like running shoes. They're specifically designed for running. But for whatever reason, these shoes, as I get into the upper ranges of my normal distance, I just develop fucking hardcore blisters that do not go away. And it's frustrating because I can tell by mile 8, I'm like, oh, I can feel the blister about to develop. But it doesn't come on quickly. And so I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. I've done this so many times. I'm like, oh, I'll be fine. I'll just walk for one more mile and I'll be fine. And then motherfucker. But yeah, so I still wear them, but I only wear them when I walk shorter distances. Catastrophe waits for me in the form of a girl with long hair and narrow hips and eyes as bright as pearls. I know I'm a goner. I know I'm as good as Walking Dead. I know I'm a goner. I should have known as soon as she said, oh, I like your music and the way it fucks with my head. I do, Paper Cat. Why, oh, why do I play with fire when I know that I'll get burned? All the scars that I've acquired, you'd think that I'd have learned. I know I'm a goner. I know I'm as good as walking, burning ash. I know I'm a goner. There we go. I should have known as soon as she asked, oh, I like your music. Why do all your songs sound happy but seem so sad? God damn it. Would you like to go home with me? Would you like to go home with me? Would you like to go home with me? Would you like to go home? I'm so alone. Catastrophe sleeps beside me in the form of a girl. Her naked flesh pressed against me outside the sleeping world. I know I'm a goner. I know I'm as good as dead again. I know I'm a goner. I should have known it happened the moment when she came we go. Yes, sorry. Yeah, so, okay, so let me see. Sweetheart, you've got juice. You've got juice. Hey, Biden. You have juice, my love. You've got juice I mean, unless you drank it. Hey, Biden. Wait, no. There you go. Let me see. I'll play that one. That's called Burninator. That's the lead. I don't really play it because I have to often play the actual rhythm guitar as well. So, but you just ba-da-dum bum ba-dum, ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum bum, ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum bum ba-da-dum ba-da-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum ba-dum bum. Bernadette, you can bet everything will be alright. The police, they got nothing on you and me tonight. Bernadine, drink with me, let's cheers another 20 years of taking down our troubles and making them disappear. Bernadette, you are my best friend, my heart, my true love. I know that's true, because no one but someone who loved me would put up with all the shit I pulled. Burninator, maybe later you and I can drive through the mountains in your monster truck to our favorite Clinton dive. Bernadette, you can bet it's gonna be okay. No matter what the world throws at us, we're gonna sweep it all away. Bernadette, you are my best friend, my heart, my true love. I know that's true, because no one but someone who loved me would put up with all the shit I pulled. Jason Asano, fuck yeah, man. He Who Fights with Monsters, everybody. You must listen or read to those books as soon as possible. Bernie, can't you see how much you mean to me? You're the eye of my hurricane. You're the fire to my gasoline. Bernadette, you are my best friend, my heart, my true love. I know that's true, because no one but someone who loved me would put up with all the shit I pull. Yeah, that's fucking great, man. Jason Asanos. Yeah, the He Who Fights with Monsters are some of the most fun books I have read in years and years and years. Like I've been going back to often, you know, the Terry Pratchett novels. I've been going back to the Wheel of Time series or the Brandon Sanderson Stormlight Archives, or the Jim Butcher Dresden Files. Like these are like kind of my guilt. Like they're books that I really, really love. But when I discovered He Who Fights with Monsters, Jared Jensen turned me on to He Who Fights with Monsters. He's like, man, I think you'll dig this series. I think he gifted me the first book. and I listened to it like straight through. I just made a point of like, I was already walking a lot, but I made a point of like, I'm going to go out. I'll start book 8. Oh yeah, that's great, man. Yeah, I know, brother. I'm sorry. Yeah, I'm so sorry about the bad weather. And book 8. I mean, it's like I thought the entire series was just going to be an 8-book series. And now I realize, no, it's going to probably be a 20-book series, because like you can totally tell, I don't want to spoil any things, but you can tell the trajectory, right? Like if you know the series, we've seen where he started and we see where he is now. And you know, it's like, you can just like, it's all like, there's no fucking way he's not going to level up to like, so but they're really, really fun. They're super fun. And so I do highly recommend, if you like lit RPG, but it's sort of written, whatever Isabella, what is it called? There's a Japanese term for it. They do this in anime a lot, like where it's like somebody finds themselves in a game world, you know. But it turns out, which is great. It turns out that it's not really a game, isekai, yeah, but it's not actually a game world. Like that's the great thing. It just so happens that the magic that is affecting him impacts him from a game perspective. Like that's how he's processing the world. But it's great. It's fucking great. It's like, and it's just fucking super fun, because it just opened. The book opens with a guy. He wakes up naked on some grass, and he's like, what the fuck is going on? And then the adventure just rolls out, and it's fucking super fun. And I love the characters, and I love, and I am a big fan. Shirtaloon is the author's name, or Travis something, but his nom de plume is Shirtaloon. Travis Deverell, I believe, is his name. And yeah, I'm a big fan of his writing, and I'm a big fan of his characterizations. I'm a big fan of his plot. So, isekais are the McDonald's of anime. Well, this one's not the McDonald's of anything, sweetheart. So yeah, this is, so I guess they're not the same. Okay. So thank you, Jason Asano. I say so. And Jason Asano is the main character from this book. So and it's great, because it's like, it's a name that, like, if you know it, you know it, and if you don't, you're like, okay, that's some guy named Jason Asano. You like you. It's not gonna like, it's not the kind of name that's gonna like be like dun dun dun. That's amazing. But if you know the books, you're like, fuck yeah. So that was exactly me. So thank you. All right, let's keep rocking and rolling. Godspeed to all my fair old friends, the ones who saw me to the end, the ones who know I'm hiding in the radio, I'm lost within the stereo, I'm gone astral once again, connected by a silver strand, connected to that 60-second sound that levitates the amp above the ground. Let's go, audio. Let's go, audio. Make me a slave to the radio and to the ringing in my ears. Make me a slave to the radio and to the ringing in my ears. What do you hear? Farewell to the people I have loved. I'm somewhere up above. I'm somewhere I am lost in a decibel, a number and a decimal. Let's write another song or two. Another song for you. Another song to capture me and rapture me. Whoa. Let's go, audio. Let's go, audio. Make me a slave to the radio and to the ringing in my ears. Make me a slave to the radio and to the ringing in my ears. What do you hear? I've got a new song and it's always changing, and I've got another song for you. I've got a new song, won't you please just listen, 'cause I've got another song for you. Godspeed to all my fair old friends, the ones who saw me to the end, the ones who know I'm hiding in the radio, I'm lost within the stereo again. Yeah, and yes, 9 to 12, I don't know if that was directed at me or if that was directed at Isabella. I'm gonna lean. But yes, it you know, that's why I love doing this. I love hanging out with you guys. Like, you really, you know, and again, you know, It is frustrating for me because I do love this. I always have a good time. I turn on the camera and I go, I don't know if I want to do this. And then by the time I'm done, I'm like, this is amazing. Of course, what was I thinking? You know? And, you know, but unfortunately the thing is that like, I am now at a point where I have to like carefully, manage my time to be able to take care of, we're going to be putting out 70 releases, Square Tire releases this year. Not all of them are going to be albums. But there's probably about 30 new records that are going to be coming out this year, and then we also have a bunch of singles and a bunch of EPs and a bunch of other. You just got excited to see someone and sound much happier. Thank you. And yes, yeah, that is. I'm in a much better place than I was when I first started. Like, you know, I mean, because when I'm before I stream, like I'm dealing with my life. You know, I just finished. Episode 1 of season 2 of Hesitation Cuts, and I'm like, does anybody even fucking care? You know, like, I mean, certainly there are there are hundreds of people that listen, that download the podcast and listen. That's great. I thought because I know I've got great music. I know that the music is catchy. I know that it's interesting lyrics. I know that the stories I tell are probably going to be something you don't hear that often, you know? So I thought that what would happen is people would listen to it and they'd be like, oh, fuck, you should totally, and they'd talk to their friends and be like, dude, you should fucking totally give this a spin, you know? And that didn't happen. And I know a reason, a main reason why is because most of my audience is now much older. You know, like most of my audience doesn't really, like, we're not high school kids anymore. We don't go to high school and we don't go, oh, I'm listening to this new podcast. You talk to your 10 friends before class, and you talk to your 10 friends in class, and you talk to your 10 friends at recess, and you talk to your, like, you know, and so by the time you're done with your day from 8 a.m. till 3 p.m., you've spoken to 200 people about this new, you know, about something you're really into. You know, that doesn't happen anymore, you know? And so it takes me a little while to like realize, like, oh yeah, I'm not going to see that kind of like explosive viral growth, you know? And so even though, and again, I still put so much of my everything into the podcast. Like, it was just heartbreaking, you know, like, and so now here I am working back on now I'm starting up on season 2. I've got the entire thing laid out. I've got the entire thing worked out. So I've got all the songs, I've got all 50 songs broken out. I've got all the stories broken out. Like I'm ready to rock and roll. So but I'm only going to be doing one episode per month because like I said, I'm going to be putting out 70 new Square Tire Records releases, so that I've got 12 or 13 new bands, which are going to be great. So I'll be able to turn you on to a whole bunch of fucking amazing new music, absolutely amazing new music. Like, it's going to be so great. Square Tire Records was just like, it was like the sleeping Goliath. And it's just now like this fucking juggernaut's like, oh yeah, it's time to get up and start destroying the world. So there's just gonna be a ton of stuff coming from that. That's gonna take up a lot of my time and my attention. And then I'm putting out Juggernaut on March 15th. And then I've got a folk record. That's not really a folk record. If you listen to the individual tracks, you'd be like, yeah, this is not a folk record. But it has rudiments, because it's all fingerpick stuff. It's all folky stuff. But the way I've arranged it, what I've done to like complement the actual fingerpicking arrangements, is fucking amazing. Like, and crazy. And it sounds like, it just sounds unique. So then I've got the folk record, and then I've got an indie pop record. And the indie pop record is going to take a whole bunch of time, because I'm going to be going outside into the world around me, and I'm going to be capturing live sounds that we all hear, like the sound of the trash truck and the sound of the walk signals and the sound of traffic and the sounds of birds and whatever sounds I can find that are interesting, and I'm going to build them into the fabric of all the songs. So I'm also going to be doing a new live streaming thing. I'm going to also be doing a new live streaming approach where, and I don't think, it's funny. I did think I was going to do, and I still might, but I'm leaning against it now. I did think I was going to do shows that were focused on individual towns. Like I was going to play an LA live stream, and I'd focus on people in LA, and I was going to focus on, and then I'd do a I'd do a San Francisco live stream, and I'd do a Seattle live stream, and do it like. But I think that I'm not going to do that. I think that I'm going to do stuff like, I'm going to play the loading screen from Mario Brothers, and the loading screen for Combat, and the old Atari Classic game, and and I will play I will play the opening action sequence of Never Say Never Again, and so there will be like, so I think that there will be. Like, I just need to put a little bit of thought into it, but I think I like if I'm going to be doing things digitally, if I'm going to be doing things virtually, I might as well have fun with it, right? And might as well come up with a cool and so it's still in the works. Mike also has a project. He's gonna we actually do have a musical project that Isabella originated that is going to be really, really fun. So yeah, so there's just I just got a ton of stuff on my plate, and so. So yeah, so let's enjoy this handful of these last 40 something days, 47 days, and then I will move on to new things, and yeah. And so it's just gonna be awesome. It's gonna be great. All right, so I'm gonna go now because I don't want to. We'll go raid a Great Night. I don't want to intrude on their evening, and then thank you everybody. I love you guys, man. Thank you for hanging out. And yeah, I'll see you all very soon. And I do want to thank Jason Asano, which is awesome. It's great. It's always great when Mr. Asano drops by. And I do want to thank Winter and Danny. It was great to see you, Danny. I don't know if you're still here, but and yeah, man. And thank you everybody. Thank you for being a part of it. Thank you for hanging out and lifting my spirit. So I love you guys, and I will see you all. Oh, here. Let's do the credits. Let me do the credits. Yeah, and there's a Kickstarter, so if you've got, like, I promise you, they're gonna be fucking amazing posters. They're gonna, I don't do shit that doesn't like, that you don't go, oh my God, it's amazing, So hey, and don't panic, that's a great handle, and I love you guys. All right, adios. Thank you, Blue. Thank you. I do promise. Yes, I do promise. Isabella and her promise versus promise. All right, I love you guys.
Oh, no.